Alright guys, so this video is for the Bushcraft group knife making challenge, and these are the tools I'm going to be using. I have my saw, my knife, and my one tool, the hammer. And I also I went to a railroad and picked up 2 spikes and this piece of metal that was just lying there with some in this little scrap heap. And I'm gonna be using this to make my knife from. And I have an axe also if I need it, and I also have just this, which is just a flat rock with 2 rocks under it that I'm gonna be using to hammer on. So but the first thing I need to do is just get a fire going and heat up my metal in it. I have my metal heating up in the fire, and I just thought I'd tell you that I won't be able to explain everything in this video just because like you have to have your video under like 10 minutes on YouTube, and so I just thought I'd say I made these tongs just out of this stick just to grab the metal with, because it's going to be really hot. And I also have this railroad spike, and if I didn't have a hammer I could use it as a hammer, but I do. So I also thought, well, the metal's hot, if I needed to cut a piece off or something, I could hammer that into the metal and it might work to cut it off with. Been hammering it for a while, and I'm pretty close to being done with the blade part. Then I gotta make a handle and sheath for it. But as you can see, it does bend right there like that, just because when you hit it with a hammer, for some reason the metal just kind of warps upwards. But you can see it's taking this to the handle, and then you can see how thin the blade is. And all I basically did was just hammer it a lot on the edge, just so it kind of bring out the metal and into this point. So I'll probably just clean up that edge a bit, and then should be pretty good. Well, it's not done yet, but I kind of finished getting down the edges so they're not so they were literally lumpy and not that good. So I did that, and now I let the knife just kind of cool a little bit. Like I said before, it does have that arc in it, just because I guess when I hit it with a hammer it just kind of warped it. Alright, so my knife handle is done now, and now I got some pine sap there that I'm just gonna heat up, make some pine glue so I can glue the handle together. Pine glue, melted some sap and put some ash in there, and that's my knife. You know, it's not super sharp, but it'll do the job. So now I'm just going to glue the handle and the knife together. Glued the handles together from my knife with some pine glue, and I didn't have very much, so I might just end up wrapping some string around the handle just for extra support. But there it is, the knife part anyways. You know, that has a good grip. Yeah, the back's kind of open just because I carved it out that way. show you how I'm making my sheath, which is basically I carved it, you know, and then I split it in half one way, and then I split it in half again. And the reason I did that is because in order to cut out the middle so my knife will, so there's like a hole and I can put my knife in there, when it's split in half like this, I can cut off the corners of each one, and then it looks like that. So then there's a natural hole in there just by cutting off my knife. Tied the sheath together with some rope, paracord. You could use pine glue, but I didn't have enough. Barely had enough for the knife. Pretty good. It's a knife. It's pretty good grip to it. Yeah. It goes in like that. Alright, so the tests. I'll show the test that I'm supposed to show. First one is just the shake test. So I'm just going to shake that. And you can see it doesn't come out. And I'm not holding the knife in. I'm just shaking it. Second test is make some shavings. So make sure the camera can get that. Yeah. So I'll just make some shavings. So, you know, it's not the sharpest. It's not like my other knife, just razor sharp. But you know, it got some shavings and stuff. It'll work. And the third test is the to hit it on top. So to see if it goes through the sheath. So grab a stick and I'll hit it, I guess. It is in the knife. Alright. As you can see, it's not coming through the bottom. The knife's just fine. That crack in it is from where I split in half to glue it back together. So that's already like that. It's not coming through the bottom. It's fine. It's a little harder to get out, but it comes out. It's pretty nice. But so that's my video, and hope you guys like it.